and blessed day to all. I hope I'm finding you at a great time and in a great space. Happy Friday. It's a rainy day Friday here, but I'm grateful because all of my plants outside are getting watered with no effort from me today. So that's also a blessing. So welcome to another day of Storytime with Dr. Helen Tinsley. I'm so happy to be here sharing stories with you again today. So let's begin. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine in the stories that I read every day. Welcome to Storytime. Hi, Aunt Carol. How are you? So, today we're going to read another story from the book People Could Fly American Black Folktales by Virginia Hamilton. These stories, again, have little illustrations. So, you have to put on your thinking caps and let your imagination fly. So, our story today is Doc Rabbit, Burr Fox, and Tar Baby. Heard tell about Dr. Fox. No, wait a minute, excuse me. Heard tale about Dr. Rabbit and Brother Fox. They were building a house, and they kept a crock of cream in the bubbly brook down below the house they were building. Every once in a while, Dr. Rabbit got thirsty, and he hollered aside so Brother Fox wouldn't know who it was. Woo, 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 like that. Scared Brother Fox to death. Who is there? Brother Fox say. Sound like somebody calling bad, said Doc Rabbit. Well, can you tell what they want? Brer Fox said. Can't tell nothing and I ain't looking to see, said Doc. Oh, but you're the doctor. Yeah, the doctor, you better go see, said Brer Fox. So Doc Rabbit went off down the bubbly brook where the water rippled, keeping the cream cold. He drank a long drink of sweet cream, then he went back to help Brer Fox with the house. Who was it calling? Asked Brer Fox. Just started calling me was all it was, says Doc Rabbit. So Doc Rabbit got down to work. But the sun was hot and he came thirsty again. He went about calling out the side of his mouth. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh-ah. Who is calling so scared, said Brer Fox, trembling all over. Somebody calling for help, I expect, Doc Rabbit said, but am sure not going to go this time. You have to go. You have to. You're the only doctor. So go ahead on, you, Brer Fox said. Big Doc Rabbit went down to the brook again. The water was so cold and ribbly, and it kept the crock of cream so fresh and cold. Doc Rabbit drank about half of the cream this time. Then he went back up to help Brother Fox with the hard labor of raising the roof. Brer Fox says, what was the name of the one calling you this time? Name of about half done calling, mumbled Doc Rabbit. Ooh, this work is a hard labor. The rabbit toiled and sweated until his fur was wringing wet. He took off his fur coat too. He wrung it dry and put it back on, but that didn't even cool him any. He says over his shoulder, says, woo-hee, woo-hee, like that. The fox says, looking all around, somebody else call you, Rabbit. I sure am not going this time, Doc Rabbit said. I'll just stay right here this time. You go on, said Brer Fox. Brer Fox, go ahead on. Folks needing you today. So Doc Rabbit scurried down to the ribbling brook. It was nice by the water. He sat himself down, took up the crock of cream. He drank it all down, then he ran off. Fox felt a suspicion. He went down there, saw the cream was all gone. He filled up the crock with some lemon and sugar water he had. He knew Rabbit was after anything cold and sweet. Think I'll catch me a doctor and a hare today, Fox says to himself. Next he made a little baby out of the tar there. The baby looking just like a baby rabbit. He named it Tar Baby and sat it right there on the waterside. Bert Fox went back up the hill and he worked on his house. He thought he might keep the house to himself. Doc Rabbit was being bad and not so working at all. Doc Rabbit came back for a drink. He spied the new crock full, and he spied Tar Baby just sitting gazing out on the water. "What you doing here, baby rabbit?" Rabbit asked Tar Baby. Tar Baby wouldn't say, too stuck up. "You better speak to me," Doc Rabbit said, or I'll have to hurt you. But the Tar Baby wasn't going to speak to a stranger. So Doc Rabbit kicked Tar Baby with his left foot. Foot got stuck, it did. "Whoa, turn me loose," the rabbit cried. "Turn me loose." Tar Baby stayed still, gazing at the water, looking out over the rippling water. So Doc Rabbit kicked Tar with his right hind foot. "Uh-oh, I'm stuck again." "You better let me loose, baby," Doc Rabbit said. "I got another good foot to hit you with." Tar Baby said nothing, gazing at the water, looking far on by the waterside. Doc Rabbit kicked Tar Baby with another foot, and that foot got stuck way deep. "Better turn me loose," Rabbit hollered, getting scared now. "Shaking now, I got one foot left, and here it comes." He kicked that Tar Baby with the one foot left, and that got stuck just like the other three. "Well, well, well," said Doc Rabbit, shaking his head and looking at Tar Baby. Tar Baby gazing on the water, watching out for the pretty birds. "Well, I still got my head," Doc Rabbit said. "I'm mad now. I'm going to use my head too." He used his head on the little Tar Baby, butted his head in the Tar Baby's stomach as hard as he could. Doc Rabbit's head got stuck clear up to his ears. His big rabbit ears went whole in the tar of Tar Baby. That was the way Brer Fox found him. Doc Rabbit was stuck in Tar Baby. Brer Fox got him loose. "What must I do with you?" Brer Fox said. He led Rabbit along to the house they were building. "You the one drank up my crock of cream. I didn't get one taste. Have a mind to burn you in a fire, too." "Oh, I like fires," Doc Rabbit said. "Do go on burn me up, Brer Fox, for it's my pleasure to have my coat on fire." "Well, then I won't burn you up," said the fox. "Burning up is too good for you." "Huh," grunted Doc Rabbit. He said no more. Brer Fox hid him in his mouth or dangling down his back. Then he laid the rabbit under his paw so he could speak. "Well, think I'll throw you in that thorny briar patch," Brer Fox said. "How you like that?" "Oh, mercy, don't do that," cried Doc Rabbit. "Whatever you do with me, don't dare throw me in those thorny briars." "That's what I'll do then," Brer Fox said. And that's what Brother Fox did. He sure did. Took Doc Rabbit by the short hair and threw him, whip it, right in the briar patch. Hot lettuce pie, this is where I want to be. Doc Rabbit hollered for happiness. He was square in the middle of the briar patch. "Here's where my mama and papa had me born and raised, safe at last." "Didn't know rabbits have their homes in the briars," Brer Fox said, scratching his tail. He knows it now. And that, my dear friends, is the end. Now, I have to read this. There are some 100 versions of the Tar Baby tale. Variants of the tale appear in many countries. In the Bahamas, the elephant creates the Tar Baby. In Brazil, an old woman or man traps a monkey in a sticky wax baby. There is a version from India, and there are African versions among the Eus and Yorubas, all showing the great antiquity and universality of this tale. Long ago, in certain localities of Georgia, the Tar Baby was considered an actual living monstrous creature. The monster was composed of tar and haunted isolated places on the plantation. It would insult people to the point at which they would strike out at it and thus become trapped in its sticky substance. And that, my dear friends, is the story of Doc Rabbit, Brer Fox, and Tar Baby from The People Could Fly. I hope you enjoyed that story. I love African folk tales. They teach us lessons and entertain us at the same time. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your day. Be well, stay positive, be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Peace.